Donald Trump, Narendra Modi, two names that have dominated global headlines in recent years. Two leaders with very different backgrounds, very different styles, and yet a surprisingly strong connection. One, a real estate mogul turned President of the United States, known for his brash and unfiltered approach. The other, a seasoned politician and Prime Minister of India, celebrated for his oratory skills and strategic vision. This bond has left many scratching their heads. How did these two seemingly disparate figures find common ground? What is it about their leadership that resonates with their respective followers? Why do some Indians support a man who seems to embody everything they were taught to oppose? Is it his stance on economic policies, his tough talk on terrorism, or perhaps his charismatic persona that draws them in? It's a question worth exploring. The dynamics of international politics are complex, and the reasons behind such alliances are often multifaceted. This isn't just about political alliances. It's about shared values, perceived benefits, and a whole lot of media buzz. The media plays a crucial role in shaping public perception, often highlighting the similarities between the two leaders while downplaying their differences. It's about shared values, perceived benefits, and a whole lot of media buzz. The media's portrayal of their relationship has certainly added to the intrigue, with headlines and social media posts fueling the narrative of an unexpected bond. To understand this phenomenon, we need to delve into the heart of Trump's appeal, his relationship with India, and the factors that have fueled his popularity among a segment of the Indian population. By examining their policies, public statements, and the socio-political context in which they operate, we can begin to unravel the complexities of this unique political friendship. Trump is a man who doesn't mince words. His direct and often controversial statements have made headlines around the world. He's brash, he's bold, and he projects an image of unwavering strength. His speeches are filled with confidence and his gestures are commanding. This resonates with some Indians who admire his no-nonsense approach. They see in him a leader who is not afraid to speak his mind, regardless of the consequences. They see him as a decisive leader, unafraid to take on tough challenges. His actions, such as signing executive orders and making bold decisions on the international stage, reinforce this image. In a world often perceived as chaotic, Trump's assertiveness can be reassuring. His ability to take charge and make decisions quickly is seen as a strength by his supporters. He represents a break from the perceived weakness of previous administrations. His slogan, "Make America Great Again," encapsulates his promise to restore strength and pride to the nation. This image of strength, whether real or perceived, holds a certain appeal for those seeking stability and decisiveness. In uncertain times, a leader who appears strong and unyielding can provide a sense of security and direction. For many, Trump's leadership style is a refreshing change, offering a sense of hope and confidence in the future. His ability to connect with his base and rally support is a testament to his influence and appeal. The relationship between Trump and Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi cannot be ignored. Both leaders share a similar brand of nationalism, emphasizing their respective countries' strength and self-reliance. This shared ideology has fostered a sense of camaraderie between the two leaders. Their public displays of friendship, including massive rallies and joint appearances, have further cemented this image of a strong partnership. Trump's economic policies, particularly his focus on bringing jobs back to America, have also resonated with some Indians. The Indian community in the US is often aspirational, drawn to the promise of economic success. Trump's rhetoric about economic growth and prosperity taps into this aspiration. Whether or not these policies have directly benefited India is debatable, but the perception of economic strength under Trump's leadership holds weight. Section 5. China, a common adversary. The relationship between China and India has been fraught with tension for decades, primarily due to unresolved border disputes and geopolitical rivalries. Perhaps one of the most significant factors driving support for Trump among some Indians is his tough stance on China. His rhetoric and policies have resonated with those who view China as a common adversary. China's growing influence in the region, marked by its military parades and assertive diplomatic strategies, coupled with long-standing border disputes with India, has heightened tensions. The frequent skirmishes and standoffs at the border have only added to the sense of urgency. This has created a sense of unease among many Indians who are constantly reminded of the potential threat posed by their powerful neighbor. Trump's confrontational approach towards China, including trade wars and economic sanctions, and challenging China's geopolitical ambitions, such as its activities in the South China Sea, is seen as a welcome counterbalance. The joint military exercises between India and the US symbolize this growing partnership. This shared apprehension towards China has created a sense of solidarity between Trump supporters in the US and those in India. Many Indians see Trump as a strong leader who is willing to stand up to China, and those who see him as a bulwark against Chinese expansionism. Analysts often discuss how this alignment of interests could shape future geopolitical strategies and alliances. As Section 6 patriotism knows no borders, Trump's fervent brand of nationalism, with its emphasis on America first, has found an echo in India's own rising tide of nationalism. The idea of prioritizing one's own nation, of putting national interests above all else, transcends geographical boundaries.